I think that you should come back home.
I've been thinking about you lately and all the places that you could take me. Why you so shy? You got me going wild. 'Cause I've been saying that you got it, baby, give it to me. See my lightning, you gonna feel my thunder. Show me how you do it, come on baby, say it loud. Got you on my mind now, let me see your style. I'm on my way tonight. Oh, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think about you, you. 'Cause I think about what I think about you. I wanted to make you see that you were the one for me. But there was enough 'cause you're up and down and then everything's the same. Baby, how do I make you listen? Don't wanna be through 'cause I wanna put you, baby. You and me tonight. Don't need to behave, come on, take me away, baby. Do it one more time. And the thought of you drives me crazy. You don't need to worry, 'cause you know that you got me. Cause I think about you, you. Cause I think about what I think about you. Cause I think about you. Hey, cause I think about what I think about you. I feel you on the edge of my life. Driving a perfect wedge straight into my mind. Come out from under all these indecisions. Oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't I forever have a useful alibi? Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I tried. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the
remaining, ball on the blue side. It's not gonna happen. STMC Gold take the grand final.
Because with live sport cancelled and footy fields deserted, there's never been a better time to be a gamer.
Second attempt, but no boost to fall through. He's trying desperately to get another touch, but he just cannot get there. And with 5 seconds remaining, that could have been the last attempt. Colt's gonna get one more goal in. And STMC Gold take game number 1 with that goal right there. Granted, we still
Playing online games in a school uniform is now the next big thing.
Bonnie is now in a position. The C4 comes out, melts out. Lightning can't get the follow-up frag.
This is the world of esports, aka sporting comps played via online games.
It's just like any other sport.
Get elite real-world performance for your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors. If you're looking to game, create, live stream, or stay productive, 10th Gen Intel Core processors deliver an optimal balance of frequency, cores, and threads to handle real-world usages. Get enthusiast-level performance with an Intel Core i9 processor, up to 5.3 GHz clock speed for peak gaming performance and content creation workloads. Or for competitive gameplay and content creation, choose an Intel Core i7 with up to 5.1 GHz clock speed to handle your demanding applications. The Intel Core i5 processor with up to 4.8 GHz gives you a seamless AAA gaming and entertainment experience. And with up to 4.6 GHz clock speed, the Intel Core i3 is a great fit for everyday tasks and productivity. If you're looking to push your system even further, get additional performance headroom with unlocked 10th Gen Intel Core processors, supported by Intel's advanced overclocking controls. Bring elite, real-world performance to your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Week 6 of the HSL Season 3 of Rocket League, brought to you by XP Esports. My name, Maximilian Thor von Neumann. Not making that joke again, though, because the one I make every week where I say, oh, yeah, by the way, my name hasn't changed, haha. It'd be repetitive by this stage, so nope, not going to mention that at all. What we are going to talk about is our two matches that we're seeing today. St. Thomas More will be taking on the Lakers Legends first, followed by the Maryborough Marauders against Somerset College. So a couple varying degrees of skill sets, I believe, coming into this one. Our first match maybe a little bit higher on the scale. Our second match a little bit more lower, where these teams are looking to improve. Either way, we're going to be getting a wide variety of Rocket League, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get into that, always have to thank our sponsors as well for helping us put together this event, starting, of course, with, what's right behind me? The ZQ Racing Chair. This thing is so comfortable. It is actually amazing. That internal steel frame, the adjustable armrest, the full 180 recline, the neck and lumbar pillows. I mean, I don't really have those neck and lumbar pillows right now, probably because of that Queensland heat. It gets very, very hot right here and right now, so, got to keep those safe and not too sweaty. I understand, but that just means I'll steal them and take them home later. ZQ Racing, though, again, great chairs, so go ahead and check them out. Also, a big thank you to the Computer Alliance as well, our other big sponsor for this event. Now, with that, it's thank yous to not just the Computer Alliance, but the likes of Intel, the Cooler Master, Asus, ROG, and all those little parts of that alliance that come together and help provide all the tech that we use here at XP Esports to give you, the best tournament broadcast experience that we can, and it's really great to see, so a big thank you to them. Now, it's time to look ahead, though. We have 8 teams competing again in Season 3. Some familiar faces, a couple of new ones as we take a look at our full team list. Marston Makos, STMC, Chisholm Maroon and Green, the Maryborough Marauders, Forest Lake, Somerset Spartans, and the Lakers Legends. All of these schools are competing for a chance to get in that top 4, get into the knockout stage of this tournament. And right now, it does kind of feel like we're pretty almost divided with an upper and lower half. As you can see, if we can bring up these standings real quick. At the top half, you see teams like Lakers Legends, STMC, Chisholm Maroon, but up atop it all is none other than the Marsden Makos. 9 wins, 1 loss. They are the team everyone is chasing. However, Chisholm Green, they're on that hunt. This has always been a team that has pulled off upsets. They could be making that sort of late season push to get in. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, Somerset Spartans, Forest Lake, Marston Marauders, not necessarily the season they were looking for, yet they're still fighting to stay in this one. Top 3 teams, though, are all fairly competitive between Chisholm Maroon, Lakers Legends, and Marston Makos, and that's why when we take a look at our first match between STMC, that team in 4th place, and the Lakers Legends, that team in 3rd, it's going to be a tough match, I feel, for STMC in a must-win situation with Chisholm breathing down their net. Now, these are our results from last week, as you can sort of see right there, but now we take a look at what's coming up this week, as mentioned, for STMC taking on the Lakers Legends. And I think we're going to be jumping straight into the game right now because we are kicking this bad boy off now. On the blue side, that should be, I believe, STMC with UTG. It's Lemon Juice and Mythi taking them on that orange side. It is the Lakers Legends, concluding It's Rothy, as well as Hyper Neon and Perithium. Now, Perithium has traditionally been that player to watch on this Lakers Legends team. When he is playing well, the team does well. When he starts to struggle, sometimes this team might struggle as well. Furthermore, when we do see them lose, it's when they sort of adopt a more defensive play style. That is when they have struggled in the past. So if STMC is going to want to win this series, they're going to have to find a way to keep attacking pressure on and keep the Lakers Legends on that back foot. UTG already doing a good job at it. It's a waterfall setup for Lemon Juice. Going to take his time when approaching it. Had a chance for a double touch. Mythi on the follow through, puts one on target. Yet It's Rothy will be able to find the save. That was a very dynamic attack actually coming out of the St. Thomas More side. Unfortunately, they just didn't quite have the speed to execute, but if they create more opportunities like that, I think it will only be a matter of time before they find a goal against this Lakers Legends team. At the moment, though, the Lakers Legends are on the attack. Rothy looking for a pass down to someone, to anyone instead. Has a big clear go the other way. And I have to wonder, what was Perithium doing back on defense in this situation? Now, that pinch from UTG was a thing of beauty, and Perithium just kind of got stuck in the middle of no man's land. That ball will roll in, and that is going to be a victory. A goal, I should say, going to STMC. I don't want to call it a victory yet, but, I mean, it's a small victory, one that they're going to be happy to build around, and another quick goal off the kickoff for Mythi does put STMC up 2-0 right now. As you may or may not have noticed, during these casts, I'm a solo caster, so I do rely on you, the Twitch chat, to be my color caster in this one. I'm happy to have conversations with you and answer questions like Sality asking, is this a Somerset school on the Gold Coast? Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. It is that Somerset school on the Gold Coast, and we'll be seeing them play a little later in the afternoon. Rothy, meanwhile, is going to answer back those 2 quick goals with a quick one of his own. 2 defenders in the way, each of them bite on the pass. Very unfortunate for the STMC defense right there. A little bit of a breakdown in communication. You can send one person after the pass, hold the other one back just in case. Typically in those situations. That's okay, though. Still have a 1-goal lead for STMC, and it would be a very big upset and a very, very strong one if STMC is able to find this win against the Lakers Legends, because it could pretty much put the Chisholm the Chisholm Green side out of contention in that 5th place spot. They're kind of relying on STMC not really pulling off any upsets, and this would be a relatively big one. As we see at the moment, another chance for UTG. Can't put it in. Lemon Juice, however, can. And the 2-goal cushion is re-established for the STMC side. They take the lead 3-1. So you watch that strike from Lemon Juice. Kind of got it to bounce off It's Rothy right there. I'm not going to call that an own goal, but an opportunity was there for the defense to make the play. Instead, it's 122 kilometers into that net. 3 minutes to go. It's Rothy looking to put another one on the board. Got the flick, but didn't have the angle. Offense will be able to shut the play down at the middle of the field. Perithium playing a bit of shadow defense, but it's playing it too deep. Hyper is actually the one who should be able to make a read on the play. Gets that clear towards the middle of the pitch, and Rothy there to follow it through. Shots on target, and in that upper left-hand corner, Rothy with a strike. And if I'm going to be honest, that's the best goal of the game thus far, as we can see this one again right here. Just the speed and accuracy. Unfortunately, UTG looks like he got a little bit tangled up as well on that defensive effort, and a high-scoring game number 1 between these two teams. I'm a little bit surprised considering the sort of stakes at play at the moment, I would have assumed there would be more nerves, and the nerves could have equated to more defensive play. That's typically what has happened for the Lakers Legends, but their defense hasn't been that great. The offense from Mitch Rothy has, and now the Lakers Legends have another chance to put another goal on the board. Ball off that backboard. Lemon Juice will clear it to the corner. Expecting to see someone step forward and challenge. Rothy will be there, swings and misses. Lemon Juice misses as well. Oh, a little bit of chaos on the pitch right now, and Mythai is going to be the one to try to capitalize. Nearly dribbles that one through. Hyper finds the save, and that was very much needed by this Lakers Legends defense. UTG now looking to keep the attack going. Prithian able to find that clear from underneath. Mythai, awkward pass across the middle of the pitch. Rothy almost able to punish. UTG will play off the ceiling underneath. Prithian's there. It's going to get that second touch, but all right, playing with his food a little bit. Flicks it up. It's a pass. Shot taken by Hyper. Mythai gets in the way, makes the save. 90 seconds to go, and it still is the Lakers Legend. The team coming into this one as the higher-seeded team. Still down by one more goal. Lemon Juice swings and misses, and that's a very critical unforced error. Hyper will be there to punish, but can't get the angle on the goal. Minute 20 to go. Still Lakers Legends on the attack. Another swing and the miss by the defense, but Mythai finds the clear. Gets the second touch into the corner as well, but it's a weak one, and Hyper will capitalize on it. Ball going back to the middle of the field. Lemon Juice catches it, throws it back up. Rothy able to follow it through. Rothy, I should say. UTG keeping that ball on the orange side of the pitch. Ooh, a pass back out of UTG to keep the defense off balance, and it works. Prithium swings and misses. Now Rothy has been looking pretty stellar in this game thus far. Needs one more goal to lift his team to that overtime situation. Double commit coming out of STMC with UTG now leading the charge. Gets the pinch out of the corner. Mythai's there. Won't be able to redirect that into a shot. Defense holding on right now in the box. Big bump from Mythai to pass it back to Lemon Juice. Bangs it off of the backboard. No backboard defense right now coming out of the Lakers Legends, and that's been something that STMC has been exploiting during this opening game. Now with 25 seconds left to play, STMC in position to take game number one. UTG slow playing this ball. Once again gets it close to the backboard. This time Hyper makes the read. Lemon Juice plays it through. Shot opportunity for Mythai. Instead it's taken the other way. UTG has to slow this play down. Instead passes it back to Prithian. Makes the defensive stop with 8 seconds remaining, and that should ice the game with this clear. Miracle type situation right now. The 0-second goal. Can Lakers Legends go the distance? Not if Hyper pushes it there. Player does get underneath. The ball still rolling towards the blue goal, but a swing and a miss ends game number one. STMC pull up a little bit of an upset to start us off today. A 3-2 victory for the blue side. And if you're a fan of STMC, you are ecstatic. If you're a fan of Lakers Legends or from Chisholm, you're starting to get a little nervous right now. This is not the result that Chisholm Green would be looking for, but it is the result that STMC desperately needs. Hot start for this blue side, 1-0 lead at the moment when we look at that series. Again, it is a best of 5. So game one could be a bit of a feeling out process. However, something we've noticed in the past here, usually when a team gets a rough start, they do tend to kind of fall apart, especially the Lakers Legends. They're such a momentum-based team that dropping that first game could be a worrying trend. Rothy's looking well, but I need to see more from Perithium, and I need to see more from Hyper. Hyper has had those good defensive touches, and now has a chance to go on offense as well. It's a pass over to Rothy. He'll put that first goal in. It only takes 10 seconds for STMC to give up that lead. Lakers Legends out in front as everyone on the defense had a chance to make a play right there. All of them did find themselves missing it, so a little bit unfortunate for the blue side. Kickoff right now does go in favor once again of the Lakers Legends. They're going to try to follow it through. Rothy gets a nice touch. Looks for the second one. Unable to find it just yet. Ball in the middle of the pitch right now. Someone's got to find that bang. Someone, anyone. Rothy will be the first one to step up to it. Throws it back to that blue corner where Lemon Juice will make the read. Hyper shot a little bit wide to the right, and the follow-through's not there. Rothy now in a 1v3 situation. Has to come up big on defense. Does steal the wall away from Mythai. And Perithium actually trying to find the clear. Misses the ball. Lemon Juice keeps the attack going for STMC. Lemon Juice not needed for that second touch. Mythai gets the demo, but no one was there to turn it into a shot. Swing and a miss from Mythai as well. Perithium looks to push it forward. UTG throwing it to the middle of the pitch. That said, Hyper is the one who gets there first. Hyper now out of the corner. Tries to find a waterfall-ish setup. Instead only finds Mythai on the backboard. It's interesting to see STMC actually able to play backboard defense, something that we haven't seen from the Lakers Legends yet. As Perithium puts it up, a chance for Hyper, shut down by Mythai. Double commit, though, means it's going to lead to a slow clear. Offense should be able to recover, yet it's a swing and a miss initially. Hyper does keep it going. Don't see the bump out of Rothy, so defense should still be in position. As Rothy throws it back into the corner, Perithium now pushes it through, looking for that pass back, but Lemon Juice gets there first. Hyper Neon wins the 50, puts it on target. Mythai makes the save, but now Rothy had a chance. A big demo out of Mythai. Actually saved what could have been an open goal. Mythai looking for a pass himself, only finds an interception out of Hyper, who lets Rothy push it forward. Awkward positioning, though. Everyone's sort of stuck in the corner, which means no play can happen in the middle. That's a big dunk from Lemon Juice. Can't get the second touch to find the goal, but maybe UTG can. Taps it towards the net, but the save is made. Another scoring opportunity, unfortunately missed from both teams in this situation, as Lemon Juice gets the demo, but doesn't hit the ball. Rothy looks to tap it in. UTG makes another big save. 2 minutes into this game, already a lower scoring affair, a much more tense game. As we see Rothy take the shot, save made. UTG will keep that ball high from underneath Hyper. Looks to establish some sort of attacking pressure. Doesn't find it this time around. Mythai instead gets himself a clear. Perithium off the backboard. All he does is throw it back to the blue side. Lemon Juice needs to get a good touch in this situation. That's a very weak one, but Mythai will bail out the scary situation before swinging and missing. Rothy doesn't beat the defense. Lemon Juice keeps it up. UTG, the next player to step forward, but feels a little awkward. Lemon Juice tries to pass it back. Got some help from Hyper, and eventually the ball does press forward to that orange side of the pitch. 2:13 to go. Double commit from STMC. Ball will sail over the net. From underneath, you do have Hyper. Wins that 50, pitches it across the backboard. 2 minutes left as we see Perithium. Oh, start to press forward. There's a chance. Lemon Juice will make the save. 1:55 to go. Rothy found the touch and could escort that ball in. 2-0 lead right now in favor of the Lakers Legends, who are giving us a proper series now, it looks like. Should be worth noted, though, all 4 goals scored by the Lakers Legends at this stage of the game have all come off the back of Rothy. Rothy putting forth a very strong carry performance. Curious to see if he can keep it up. I kind of feel like he has a good chance of being able to do so. Lemon Juice, shot off the backboard. Perithium drops it in front of the net. Not the defensive touch that the Lakers Legends needed, and it's again the backboard defense that lets them down to an extent. As you can see, Mythai right there able to bang that one through. So some signs of life out of STMC, just when we thought perhaps Lakers Legends were going to be running away with this game. Minute 47 left to play. Kickoff has the ball bounce around. Hyper, the one with possession. Tried to flick it towards the net. Not enough power. UTG makes the save, and swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Oh, very awkward situation for Lakers Legends, and that's going to be Mythai getting the score back. You cannot afford to make this many unforced errors at the same time. Unfortunately, it was 2 misses, and then a weak defensive touch immediately gets punished by STMC. And we are tied with 1:35 to go. A small collapse currently happening for the Lakers Legends. As we see that ball get to the backboard, Lemon Juice makes the read. Rothy tries to find a cheeky shot. Doesn't hit it yet. Perithium might have it. UTG, though, will make the save. Hyper keeps the attacking pressure on. And every single touch right now of the Lakers Legends is just being pushed towards the goal. They are desperate to find that shot. Nearly got it there. UTG, though, actually has an open net the other way. Perithium makes that last-second save. Lemon Juice pushes it to the right. And we're not going to see that goal just yet. Mythai. Ooh, a bit of a weaker defensive touch at the moment. Lemon Juice now will get that pass up. UTG will cast it. Ball through the corner. Do we see a strike? Not quite. 51 seconds remaining. Ball still stuck in the corner. Mythai looking to make that read. Double swing and miss. Okay, we're seeing so many unforced errors in this second game right now. I think the team that stops making those errors actually is probably going to win this one, and it could happen in overtime. Still 36 seconds remaining in regulation. Plenty of time, but starting to turn into a real sloppy set of affairs. Mythai goes for the slow play. Defense reads it. Good touch by Rothy. And now here's the fall through from Perithium. Has boost to go for the double, but the backboard defense from Lemon Juice too much to handle. Hyper from underneath won't be able to find the shot either. That does mean UTG doesn't like that look on the wall. That's okay. Mythai is there. Clears it back to the orange side of the pitch. 11 seconds remaining. Mythai didn't quite have that angle. Hyper instead will throw it back. Lakers Legends with the last attempt in regulation. Has a chance. Double commit on defense. Rothy is there. Puts it off the backboard. Can't get the double touch. And we go into overtime. A very scary end of regulation for STMC. Lakers Legends nearly equalizing this series. Now they're in position where they need an overtime goal, or they are at match point 3 games down, essentially. They'll have to win 3 in a row. Shot comes from Hyper. Gets pushed high, and Lemon Juice should be able to clear it to the corner. Kind of put in an awkward spot, yet UTG is there. Parithium did stay back on defense. Now has to make that defensive touch. Pushes it across the box, but no one is there to punish. Double commit as well, coming from STMC on this attack. Leads to awkward rotational play, and now we're seeing another double commit into that corner. UTG gets that first touch, gets it past 1, 2, 3 defenders. What has happened to the Lakers Legends defense? That's a scoring opportunity. The angle a bit too tight, unfortunately, for STMC. Mythai nearly gets a cheeky goal as well. Now Lemon Juice looking to play that wall, gets that touch, it's going towards the net, and it's going in! STMC go up 2-0 in the series with their second 3-2 victory. 45 seconds into overtime, Lemon Juice finds that angle. Hyper got a touch on the ball, but it was not enough to make the save. STMC, 1 game away right now for pulling off a... Look at our standings as a whole. They've just got to take 1 more game away from these Lakers Legends. And again, when you look at the Lakers Legends, through the first half of the season, this team looked unstoppable. But as we've progressed, they've been showing more and more weaknesses. And right now, the big one is their inability to play that backboard defense. Something has got to give in that regard. They've either got to learn how to step it up and make that read off the backboard, or else STMC is going to keep abusing it, keep going for these higher shots. And that could be the downfall of the Lakers Legends today. And in turn, it could be the downfall of Chisholm Green. Again, Chisholm Green is the team that could be losing out on that playoff spot, considering if an upset happens here. So, very scary situation. Rothi had a chance for that opening goal, but instead wound up making the save from Hyper's shot. Lemon Juice will clear it across the middle right now. Hyper making that read, touches it up, follow through, turns into a bit of a play. Mythai swings, Mythai misses. 4:35 still to go. Parithium with possession, gets the demo, ball keeps rolling towards the net, but the save is made by Lemon Juice. Here comes another opportunity from Rothi, off that backboard, no one in the goal, but UTG still makes the read. Shot was a little bit too slow, and the defense from STMC once again will hold on. Mythai going for a ground pinch, instead just kind of taps it towards the corner. Eventually Hyper gets there, makes that defensive clear. Lemon Juice shot towards the net, but it's a little bit too slow and a little too high. Rothi pass back to Hyper. I love seeing these pass plays. Mythai, patient defense though, will make the save. Parithium holds it up. Mythai follows it through. Bang through the corner. No one there just yet. Rothi. Bit of a lobber. Parithium from underneath gets that touch, flicks it up. Ball through that corner. UTG makes the read. Now we see an awkward pinch actually. Ball in the air. UTG has to make that read out of this corner. Tries to play it through. Underneath actually. We almost saw the shot from Mythai. Not there yet. Parithium. Oh, that's a bang. Lemon Juice able to play that shadow defense. Makes a very big save, but now the defense is on the back foot, or is it? Another unforced error out of the Lakers Legends. Finally, Parithium gets that backward setup. Follow through. Going to be stopped by Mythai. Lowest scoring game through the start of this one thus far. Still 0-0. As we've seen the defense from STMC really step up in this third game. Kind of had to under this relentless attack. Hyper, that's a big strike. Rothi can't find the bump, but it doesn't matter. On the second touch, Hyper puts it in. And that's going to be a 1-0 lead in favor of the Lakers Legends. Rothi was looking for that bump, just couldn't find it, but it turned out, to be a little bit irrelevant. Great effort by the Lakers Legends. Now, they did have a 2-goal lead actually in our second game, which they did see evaporate. So, 1 goal probably not going to be enough to stop STMC, but we'll see. It does seem as if the defenses from each team has stepped up, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see a 1-0 game. However, a 2-0 game, now we're actually cooking with something. Rothi puts in that second goal, a much-needed goal, and that's something that the Lakers Legends might be able to build around. Now that they have this 2-goal lead, I kind of feel like they're back in control of this game. If they hold on, we will see. Here we go. Ball bouncing around. We see each Rothi. Oh, actually kind of loses out on the touch right there. Mythai looking to punish. He had the right idea in mind, but instead just could not find that angle. That goal would have been huge for this STMC side. Instead, now it's Hyper Neon pressing on a semi-open net. Mythai is there, clears it straight down the middle. Rothi back on defense, needs the touch, doesn't find it. However, double commit out of Lemon Juice and Mythai means we don't see that goal on what became an open net. UTG going for a solo play. I think he bumped that dribble a little too high, and Parithium still finds the read regardless. Lemon Juice, pass back, looking to set up. Mythai gets the spike and the goal. Okay, that was a powerful shot as we watch the replay right here. 114 kilometers per hour, but just look at the power out of Mythai to drive that one in. This is a great look right now out of both of these teams, although that kickoff didn't look too good for the Lakers Legends. UTG looking for that pass back from underneath. Rothy is there, but Mythai once again faster on these 50s. Does not matter, though, if the defense can't make the stop off the counter attack. Lemon Juice does get the save, and now UTG has a chance to bang it forward. Ball should make it towards that backboard where Rothy has been playing a bit further back, and it has been working. We've seen more counterattacks come from the Lakers Legends in this third game, and that's going to be a beautiful flick to turn it into yet again another 2-goal cushion. Rothy sort of took the ball away from his teammate, saying, no, I'll do this myself, and absolutely drives that one home. 90 kilometers per hour, a very nice shot out of Rothy. What we've come to expect from him, we're still just sort of waiting for the rest of the team to rise to that level, perhaps. Game number 3, though, does look to be secured for the Lakers Legends, so we won't be seeing that sweep unless something crazy starts to happen now. Instead, we'll be seeing Game 4 and perhaps that reverse sweep Game 5 or Mythai. I said unless something crazy happens, and Mythai just beats out 2 defenders on that attack. As we see this again, gets the touch over Rothy, but it was the big play right here against Perithian, finding that angle. Rothy almost gets the save, but isn't able to find it. And all right, back within 1. Just over 90 seconds to play. Let's see what STMC can do. Hyper puts one up, but Mythai makes that read. Ball back down, follow through by UTG now. Gets that bang. Perithium makes the read. Lemon Juice is the only one back on defense. Perithium just needs to beat out one more attacker. Tried to go for the block, it looked like, but just couldn't hit him. So now we got some corner rotational play going through again for STMC. They want to be on that other side of the pitch right now. Swing and a miss from not one but 2 attackers. Lemon Juice misses as well, and Hyper should just be able to tap it in, but he pushes it high. The second touch will get it in the goal. Oh, sometimes, you know, so throughout this series, it feels like we'll get 3 minutes of good Rocket League and then just about 30 seconds of chaos where everyone starts missing the ball. In the past, SCMC has been the team to step up and sort of take advantage of those situations. However, in this instance, 100% that was the Lakers Legends. A 2-goal cushion, a minute left to play. Now I'm starting to think this one's done, especially when Rothy puts another goal in off of that kickoff. 5-2 in favor of the Lakers Legends, and they're going to be walking away with a Game 3 victory. They're going to be looking to start that reverse sweep, and it's coming off of Rothy's play. Here we go. 2-5. Still plenty of time in this one. Perithium will put it up. Looks for the second touch. Doesn't quite find it. Mythai. I mean, it's a bit of desperation time right now, I feel like, out of SCMC if they're going to realistically come back in this game. Don't really see it happening. You see Mythai took a shot, but Hyper was there for that save in this instance. Still 37 seconds to go. Perithium, oh, actually doesn't win out on that dribble just yet, but will get the second touch off the counterattack. Hyper there, backboard setup for Perithium, puts it high. Third member, Rothy, shot slow towards the goal, easily saved by UTG. Hyper Neon as well gets a touch, but doesn't get that follow through. Ball in the middle of the pitch. Mythai, ooh, pushes it backwards instead of forwards, and Perithium says, yes, please, thank you very much. If only he had more boost. Instead has a teammate named It's Rothy, who will put another goal in, and a 6-2 lead right now in favor of the Lakers Legends. You want to bounce back in a series, this is how you do it. 5th goal, by the way, from It's Rothy. Scary stuff. Scary, scary stuff. We will be saying, I think, at this stage, though, this game very much in control and secured by, you know, our orange side. Although, okay, a couple swings and a couple misses, but nothing crazy there. Yes, Rinkaroo, at times that game definitely was with Central. I have to 100% agree there, but I say 4 minutes of it was pretty solid Rocket League until the very end. And the 30 seconds of with Central, as you called it. Either way, the result is still the same. Lakers Legends, they get a win back. They're going to need 2 more for that reverse sweep. 2 more. But they can do it. I mean, there's plenty of time in this, and if they can perform like that I like their chances. The big thing for me, I incorrectly said Rothy had 5 goals. He only had 4 goals right there, but that means it was Hyper Neon stepping up, getting another 2. Not to mention 3 assists out of Prithian. So we are seeing the rest of the Lakers legends actually starting to come together, play at Rothy's level, and this is exactly what this team needs to play at that top tier where you sort of expect them to be. This is a team fighting. Obviously, they want that number 1 seed. Granted, number 1 seed probably means you play against STMC, and maybe it's a little nerve-wracking looking how STMC are doing, but I still feel you'd rather play against STMC than Chisholm, Maroon, or the Marsden Makos. Those top 3 teams just look so scary. STMC, they're 1 game away still from pulling off that upset. They've got 2 more chances at it if they want to avoid that reverse sweep. Plenty of time. Still shouldn't be too nervous yet, but if you lose this 4th game, that's when the sweating starts. We'll see what happens as we kick off on game number 4. UTG, the first one with possession, kind of drops it lowly towards Lemon Juice, who wins out on a 50 challenge. Rothy now pushing it back the other way. Play through the corner. UTG gets a nice touch. Hyper will make the read. Sets up Rothy for the shot. Angle a little bit too tough on this instance. Prithium pass down, caught by Mythai. Again, we could be seeing a chase from underneath. Rothy, the first one to it. But still more attack coming from SDMC. That was a real chance from UTG. Prithium comes up huge in the save, and Rothy on the counterattack puts it towards the net. Couldn't quite get that second touch, so Mythai will find a save. As we see Hyper Neon again clear it back down to the blue side of the pitch. UTG, ooh, a bit of a weaker touch, but Lemon Juice is there to follow it through. Mythai now actually double commits with UTG. That's not what you want to see on this attack, and you don't want to see misses like that either. Couple awkward misses, and now a bump as well as Rothy just bumps Prithium, who in turn looks for that bump on Lemon Juice, can't quite get it. 1 minute in, still no goal. Hyper Neon puts it towards the box. Rothy goes for the dunk. Doesn't find it, and that's 2 attackers gone. Still, our 3rd defender, Prithium, does make the save. Actually gets the follow-through touch after a weak play from Mythai. Play off that backboard. Here comes Rothy. Shot, target, saved by Lemon Juice. Rothy's shots so far in this 4th game just have not had the power we're accustomed to seeing, and that's an awkward double commit. That is a breakdown of communication double commit coming out of this STMC side, and you got to be careful about those situations because it means no 3rd member is back. Another swing and a miss. Lemon Juice won't be able to find that second touch. Prithium, though, puts it right up for UTG. Gets a bit of a dunk. Ball going to waterfall down. Prithium's got to be careful if he plays for it, but he's got to do something. Lemon Juice nearly finds the angle. Instead, Mythai might. Lob shot pushed a bit too far to the left. Mythai keeping the attacking pressure there. Lemon Juice needs to go up for this one, but it's a little bit too slow of a reaction. Means the ball will sail by him. Good read by Hyper to stop that defensive clear from UTG, or at least slow it down long enough for Prithium to get the read. Ball now winds up in possession of, I believe that was Hyper who touched it, but it was still an awkward double commit. Rothy! Oh, he didn't get the interception. That could have been a big goal out of Lemon Juice. Instead, we are halfway through, or at least nearly halfway through, this 4th game. Still no score, 0-0 apiece. Mythai looking for a touch, doesn't find it. Lemon Juice does. Mythai keeps trying to bang it forward, but Rothy with that forward press does sort of make it tougher. Clear lob is going to go all the way, but not into the net. Lemon Juice can't quite redirect it. UTG as well keeps it off that backboard. Mythai with the chance. Doesn't get the goal. 2:17 left of play. Mythai booming clear straight down the middle. Instead, it will wind up in possession of Lemon Juice, who can't quite catch that pass. Still 2 minutes to go. Still no score in game number 4. Defense has been holding on from both these teams. And take a quick look at that shot clock. It's only 3 shots aside. Very few scoring opportunities for each team right now. As we see Mythai bounce one towards the net. Relatively easy read for Rothy, as Prithium will follow it through. Ball in the middle of the field, caught by UTG. Looking to make it to the backboard, does so. Going for a ceiling shot, gets the touch. That lob has the right angle. Hyper can make the read, but here comes Lemon Juice. Can't put the shot straight, instead pushes it into the corner. Mythai with that follow through is going to look for the second touch. Expect the spike. Doesn't find it as Prithium makes that read. UTG shutting the play down in the middle of the field. Not really seeing the Lakers Legends challenge as much as I would like in the middle of the pitch. Finally, we get to see something out of Rothy, but it is won by this blue side. Hyper actually finally gets that good flick, yet UTG looks to throw it right back. Prithium feeling more confident to press forward right now. Hyper with that fall through, all just tried to set up Rothy, who pushed too far forward, wound up in no man's land. 1:07 to go. UTG has a chance. Shot should be saved, and just pushed too far to the right as well. Lemon Juice with another attempt, looking to play off that backboard. Perithium there up for the read, and the backboard defense has improved actually from the Lakers Legends in this fourth game. They've done a good job in shutting down a lot of those backboard attacks, and now Rothy with the breakaway just needs that perfect redirect. Mythai gets underneath it first, looking to clear it back. Still 43 seconds left. 0-0 game. Next goal probably takes this one. Lemon Juice gets one and a second touch, but won't find that third. That's Rothy going for that clear, looking for that next touch. It's a shot on target. Mythai, though, will be able to play shadow defense. Will be able to get that save. 30 seconds left in regulation. Perithium tries to bounce it back, gets a big pinch, and that's going to go all the way back to STMC's side. Perithium leading that charge, gets the demo, just needed the pass back, but couldn't find it past Mythai, who gets a clear up the field as well. Rothy falling back, needs a touch, pushes it backwards. Lemon Juice tries to punish, gets underneath the ball. Tries to take it to that corner. Ball's up in the air. UTG has a chance. Do we see that spike? No. Instead, he pushes it to the corner. A bit unfortunate. That could have been the big play. Mythai again trying to find the pass. Rothy wins the 50. Doesn't put it on target. UTG lets it drop. And we have an overtime. Golden goal for STMC. They find this goal. They get that upset. If it goes Lakers Legends way, well, guess what? They take it to a game 5. Yet Mythai gets that first real shot. Rothy makes the save. Perithium does find the pass to Hyper underneath. UTG playing through the corner, doesn't get the boost, gets stolen away by Hyper. This is going to make that defense that much harder right now, yet still Mythai finds a gap because Lakers Legends, they fell too far back. Follow through right now, shot, not quite there. UTG finds the gap in the offensive rotation. As a result, we might see a counterattack. Mythai from underneath, going for the slow play, going for the flick, swings and misses, so does Perithium. Rothy gets the touch. Looks to clear back the other way. Easy read by Lemon Juice. Gets it past another attacker as well. Perithium this time, though, does bang it back. And Mythai in a dangerous and awkward spot. Rothy had a chance for the shot. Instead, it comes from Hyper. Gets bounced and pushed to the corner. Another scary opportunity that just barely missed on. Mythai with boost. See what he does with it on defense right now. Doesn't need to do much as UTG was the first one to make the raid. Hyper loses out on the 50. UTG looking for that corner setup. I don't know who got that boost in that situation. I'm also not sure it matters. Lemon Juice trying to bang it again to the backboard. Hyper misses. Lemon Juice puts the shot high. Nearly got that lob end to end this series. Mythai again clear across the middle of the pitch. This time it's caught by Rothy. Follows through from underneath. Only has UTG to beat. Looks for that back pass. Lemon Juice awkward touch. Shot comes from Hyper. And we're going to a game 5. Lakers Legends win this one a minute 24 into overtime. As we can see, Hyper from underneath right here. Lemon Juice just did not have the power behind that shot that he needed to keep the overtime going. Reverse sweep situation right now for the Lakers Legends. They've just got to win one more, and the reverse sweep is theirs. STMC so close, it feels like, yet so far, and it comes down to Game 5 where anything can happen. This series so back and forth in that regard. It really feels like momentum has just been going woo, 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 woo each way. And at the moment, that momentum is going to be kind of a bit more, I'd have to feel, on that Lakers Legends side. They need a big showing here. They need to bring it home. What more is there to say? This is going to be their last chance as kickoff does wind up on that blue side of the pitch. Let's see what Perithium can do with it. Bit of a dribble, a bit of a touch towards the net. Pass back, Hyper's there. This could be good. Rothy gets there first. Drills it in, and 10 seconds into game number 5, it is the Lakers Legends with that 1-0 lead. Thought it was going to come from Hyper, but instead it came from Rothy, and should have predicted that one, as they do give themselves that 1-0 lead. Hyper with that bang into the corner. No one there to follow it through. Perithium now looking for something. Rothy actually wins that challenge. Ball in the corner. Mythai with possession tries to dribble it forward. Oh, instead has it pinched that other way. Rothy backflips into that corner. Shot taken by Mythai, but save is going to be made. Lemon Juice puts one up. Rothy follows it through. UTG and Mythai bump into each other. Rothy gets him a nudge. Well, someone please nudge the ball. It is car soccer. You hit that. Yeah, car hit, ball, go, shot, go, boom is what we want to see. I mean, a lot of bumps are good too in setting things up, but not if no one's actually playing the ball. UTG gets the ball through the corner, speaking of which, and defense does make that read. Mythai back pass to Lemon Juice. Looks to be Mythai trying to find that read. Feels backflip and can't make contact with it. Oh, that's a shot. That's going in. Perithium makes it a 2-0 lead in favor of Lakers Legends. First goal of the series actually by Perithium. Just sort of one of those third man defensive touches, and UTG unable to make the read. A little bit awkward as we do continue with this 2-0 lead in favor of this orange team right now. Lemon Juice tries to find the touch, doesn't quite follow it through. Oh, defenders bumping into each other though. Rothy is able to recover, and UTG swings and misses. Mythai strikes that one in that upper left-hand corner. We've seen him hit a couple in that same spot in this series, and that is a big morale boost, I feel, for this STMC side. They kind of needed it because this series was almost certainly slipping away from them, but with that goal, Mythai keeps STMC going. Here we go. 1-2 score line. Again, if Lakers Legends win this, it's the reverse sweep. If Mythai and STMC take this, well, that's going to be instead the upset of the tournament thus far. A lot on the line in this game. 3:25 still remaining. Mythai gets a nice touch against Rothy, who will pinch it forward. Lemon Juice playing through that corner, clearing it across the middle of the field. Hyper has a chance, swings, gets a touch, and actually turns it to a pass up to Hyper. Ball off that backboard shot from underneath, not quite there. 3:10 still to go. Mythai trying to make that read, tries to push it forward, gets a dribble play going, but Hyper sees through, so UTG using a bit of muscle to get that board to the backboard. Perithian, awkward touch. Marthy, another awkward touch. Chance for Lemon Juice. Yet the defense somehow held on there. Mythai cutting off any defensive clear initially. Eventually, we do see something, and it's coming courtesy of Rothy. UTG not needed. Ball actually could be set up for a UTG shot, and we're tied with 2:44 remaining. Another 2-goal comeback for STMC after a triple commit. It looked like it was more of a double commit on attack, but Hyper as well was pushed too far to that left side. And now we sit ourselves at a tie game with 2:44 to play. It is so intense right now. It can go either way. Perithium swings and misses. Oh, but Hyper will get there before UTG. Lemon Juice instead finds that big defensive clear. Rothy has to make the play in the corner. Lemon Juice steps forward to challenge. Instead winds up actually losing to Hyper as there's a couple misses. Hyper following that play through. Now has an open-ish net. Lemon Juice can rotate back. Pinch keeps the ball in the air. Lemon Juice forced in an awkward spot. 50-50 up for grabs. It's won initially by Lakers Legends, but the defensive clear almost throws it back to that orange side of the pitch. Lemon Juice now, one with possession, banging it all the way down the field. Perithium makes that first read, but Mythai finds that follow through. Won't be able to beat Hyper through the corner. Oh, that's a good shot. Lemon Juice makes the read. Oh, but Rothy actually starting to win some 50s for himself right now. And if Rothy starts winning more of these aerial 50s, that's going to be so much harder for STMC. Chance for Rothy. Save somehow made by Lemon Juice. I don't really understand how Lemon Juice got underneath that, but another shot from Hyper goes off the crossbar and in. Lakers Legends take a late lead here in game number 5. As we see this one once more, Hyper just gets that touch off of that crossbar, does bounce in. UTG with no boost to his name, couldn't really make the read to come through clutch for that last second save. Now 1:42 left. Game can go either way. Hyper pressing it forward into that corner. Another touch from Hyper. Ball off the backboard. Shot not going to go in. It's off the crossbar and a miss. A follow-through shot misses as well. And now we have a chance for a potential counterattack. Hesitation, though, for STMC means the defense will recover. Pinch still finds the ball rolling towards the net. 1:24 to go. Lakers Legends trying to hold on. Trying to get that reverse sweep. Shot from Lemon Juice saved by Rothy. Perithium with that fall through in the corner. Loses out to Lemon Juice yet again. Mythai. Oh, he had a great setup, but UTG was kind of pressing forward as well. Awkward angle for the 50. Still somehow wins it, but can't turn it into a shot. Now Mythai will press forward. Lemon Juice playing middle of the field. 2 defenders in the box. Perithium makes that first touch. Lemon Juice has to abandon the middle. Gets that touch back into the corner. Rothy now steps forward. Finds an awkward angle. UTG presses forward. Nearly beats the defender. 51 seconds remaining. STMC trying to find that equalizer, but Hyper gets to that ball first, and now gets a bit of a clear. UTG swings and misses. Rothy is there. Net is open. Shot saved by Lemon Juice from behind. 38 seconds still to play. Ball in no man's land. Mythai gets there first. It's a weak touch. Does go for the follow through, but enough is done by the defense to make it a slow play. Mythai pass back to Lemon Juice. Puts it up. fakes that second touch, but gets bumped off the play. Rothy is there. Shot will be high. Follow through shot saved as well with 20 seconds. Another shot from Berithium goes high as well. 17 seconds to hold on. Lakers Legends so close to that reverse sweep. Just 10 seconds to go, and Hyper Neon's on that attack. Rothy can end it, and does! With the spike, 4-2 scoreline. Lakers Legends will be getting that reverse sweep, will be maintaining that top 3 spot, and somehow stave off an STMC team so hungry for an upset with that goal right there. It's got to be a little bit heartbreaking for STMC, but for this Lakers Legends side, it has got to feel good. Or wait, are we done? Yes, okay, we are. UTG almost snuck something through, but not meant to be the case. The ball touches the ground, and the Lakers Legends get the elusive reverse sweep. I think this is like the second one we have seen here at XP Esports, and what an exciting series it was. Oh my goodness, a little bit of a heartbreak, as you can kind of see at the moment from that STMC side. They fought so hard, but at the end of it all, Berithium and Hyper were able to step their level of play up. They started to read that backboard, and they started to play a lot more cohesively. Lakers Legends do prove too much to handle for STMC on this day, yet STMC really showed signs of life throughout. There's a reason why this team is currently in 4th place and why they are knocking on the door of that top 3. It's been performances like this, so Chisholm Green, they're still in the hunt, but I'm going to have to see more from that team before I can really say they are better than STMC, considering the performance they put out there today. STMC looks to be a contender, but so too do those Lakers Legends. They needed this bounce-back victory. They really needed this win momentum-wise. They're still looking for that number 1 seed, so they're going to use that and look forward to feeling mighty proud of themselves. Now, we will be going to a break. Probably going to be a quick one. When we come back, Maryborough Marauders will be taking on Somerset College, so don't go too far. More Rocket League when we return.
Enter into a new dimension of gaming and push your PC to the extreme with uncompromised graphics performance. So compact you have to see it to believe it. The way you play will never be the same.
Drinking and smoking yourself, don't even wanna try. Make room for somebody else. Oh, I just wanna hide out from under all these indecisions. Oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't I forever have a useful alibi? Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I'll try. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the edge.
Enter into a new dimension of gaming and unlock your gaming experience. Powerful and portable, with uncompromised graphics performance. The way you play will never be the same.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to XP Esports in our HSL Season 3 of Rocket League. It's kind of the Queensland Championships if you want to take it that one step forward, as we have had 8 Queensland schools compete. Still have 8 competing right now. In fact, and we're taking a look more towards the lower end of the ladder. Occasionally we do peek down here, and we've got a good match for you. The Maryborough Marauders taking on Somerset College. Now, our first series of the day, we saw SDMC versus the Lakers Legends. It was the reverse sweep for the X Academy team in the Lakers Legends, maintaining that top 3 status and kind of keeping SDMC down. Normally, this would have been a prime opportunity for Chisholm Green. That team started chasing them to kind of push their way forward. But unfortunately for Chisholm, they lost their match against Forest Lakes. And I kind of feel like in losing that match, they may have sort of lost a lot of their chances to qualify in that top 4. But if we're looking at teams still looking to bounce back, I mean, Maryborough Marauders and Somerset College, these are 2 teams, as we saw before, in the bottom 3 in the current standings. In fact, Somerset's still looking for their first win. Perhaps it will come here against Maryborough. It's going to be a tough match for them. I do believe Maryborough also did fall short to the Marsden Makos as well in that first game. Now, players are already jumping in. It should be worth noting, Somerset College, they're playing from school, so can't really tell you exactly who their lineup is, as you will soon see. It's a bit unique, but first going through Maryborough Marauders on that blue side, you have P the Legend, Trey Trends, and Ghost Knight. And then for Somerset College, we'll hold that thought. Shot comes from, but save's going to be made. Anyway, Somerset College, you have player 5, player 6, and player 4. Yep, the players of Somerset College. Trey Trends looking for that first setup right now. Defense is going to make the save. Ooh, interesting bump from P the Legend to kind of push player 5 back. As player 4 looks for a pass across the middle. No one there to catch it. And Trey Trends will push forward. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. P the Legend will be the one who makes contact. Ball off that backward. Looking to fall down. P the Legend gets a redirect. It's going to slowly roll towards the net. Yeah, player 6 makes the save. Trey Trends bangs it through. And it takes 40 seconds for the 1-0 lead to come from the Maryborough Marauders. Didn't take too long right here, but you can see Trey Trends kind of expecting a weaker defensive touch, was already committing to that play moving forward, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead. Maryborough, much like Canberra. Okay, that's good to know, Maryborough. As we do see a 1-0 lead right now. Ghost Knight in an awkward spot. Couldn't really turn that into a goal as player 5 goes for that play in the corner. Feels backflip to get it out. P the Legend. Gets a nice second touch. Ball off that wall. Follow through from underneath. No one quite there. Swings and misses from both teams. P the Legend gets it up. Ball off that backboard, but player 4 can make that corner read. Now, for those of you who watched the first series and are now watching this series, you might be noticing a little bit difference in terms of the pace of the game and, you know, well, some of the commits as well, as we see a couple swings and misses. Player 4 does seem to be the fastest player right now on the Somerset side, so he's going to be that one to watch. Somerset currently doing a mistake that I occasionally see in lower level Rocket League, and that's keeping one player back almost as a goalkeeper. I think we noticed them doing this last time as well, and I was critical of it then, and I'm going to be critical of it now. Keeping a player that far back just sitting in goals, it might make sense if you look at this game from a soccer perspective, but realistically, when your team is on attack and they're keeping a tight attack going, you want to push it further up the pitch. You want to play more that middle of the field, especially when you're against a Maryborough Marauder team that doesn't seem to have a lot of power on their strikes. There's no need for you to be playing that far back. It just means slower reaction time in getting to the ball and essentially giving your opponents more space, more boost, and more time to work with. Right now is that prime example where I want to see that goalkeeper from Somerset sort of pressing forward and moving up, but instead they just sort of sit back there. As we can see right here, it is player 5. And that is the other risk that you run when you just sort of sit in the goal, because you're a sitting target for the demo, and then all that time you spent not putting more pressure is completely for naught when you're taking off the pitch. So a little bit of advice perhaps for Somerset if they decide to come back and watch this VOD. Look for opportunities to press up the pitch and don't always necessarily sit in that net, although player 5 Just seems comfortable there. Just seems to be like where he wants to play. Sit back, watch the game, enjoy it. Maybe he's got some popcorn or something. Not too sure. Ghost Knight swings. Ghost Knight misses. As we see it now, we see the elusive triple commit out of Somerset, and I mean it's a different look. Not going to pay off for them. 2 minutes still to go in game number 1. Maryborough Marauders got that fast goal and have been able to hold on since then. They have been on the attack, it feels like, for a majority of this series. As hey, serial healing, go Maryborough. Maryborough, I should say. If it's like Canberra, go Maryborough. Good to see that support for your school, I'm assuming, as player 5 kind of has that ball bounce around, swings and misses. Let's see what Trey Trends can do. Shots not quite going to hit its mark. Minute 30 remaining, swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Now let's see if the Legend goes up, does not come down with it. Player 4 also takes a swing and does not come down with it. Bumping going around, player 5. Oh, that's going to be a breakaway for P the Legend. 2-0 lead with a minute 19 to go. Player 4 apologizing for that bit of a miss, but honestly, it was just a good play coming out of the Maryborough side. They take that 2-0 lead, and that should be enough based on what I've seen offensively out of Somerset. I don't see them scoring 2 goals, especially if player 5 continues to stay back. But now player 5 is pressing forward. Yes! Step forward, player 5, and take your destiny by its horns. Player 6 follows it through. Shot goes a little bit wide. Player 6 still trying to cut down that play. Ball out of that corner. Ooh, swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Another swing, but no miss this time from Trey Trends. Looking for that clear straight down the middle. Shot was on target, but save will be made. Player 4 loses possession of that ball from underneath. Player 5 gets that touch. P the Legend. Pass across the middle. Caught by player 4 once more. Who will get that clear to that opposite corner. Trey Trends trying to play said corner. Gets a weaker touch. Big bump. Follow through by P the Legend. Player 6 looks to get to that wall. Puts it up towards the net. Ball might bounce down. Might bounce in. Player 6 nearly with the most impressive own goal I have seen. That was so close to being a disaster. It still might turn into one, as we see a bit of attacking pressure there. No one's going to be able to find that goal. 20 seconds left in game number 1. P the Legend pushes it towards the net, looking for that second touch. It comes from Trey Trends, but won't put it through. 10 seconds remaining. P the Legend keeps it up high. Ball will eventually drop. Last shot from Trey Trends is a bit of a lobber off that top backboard, and woo, it's another good shot coming out of player 4, but against his own net, and it's not going to go in. Big start right there for the Maryborough side. They are up 2-0 in that game, 1-0 in the series. Only 3 shots taken by the Somerset College, and I go back to that defensive positioning. Not a fan. Not a fan at all of the goalkeeper role. Yes, you should play defense. Yes, having a third member is good, but having them sit stagnant in the goal is bad. I'm going to recommend something for Somerset. If they come back and watch this, I'm going to recommend they go onto the YouTubes, tippity tap, look up Sunless Khan's video about shadow defense. It's not the highest level of technical play, but when you're at this level of Rocket League, it's a good starting point in learning how to play sort of that defensive role a little bit better. Now, kicking off game number 2. Ball's going to bounce around at the moment. Player 5 will start to press it forward. Follow through as well from player 5. Trey Trends looks to get to that backboard. No one's quite there. Oh, big bumps and defensive miscommunication. Everyone swinging, everyone missing. Ball slowly going towards the net. That's a big miss, and player 6 is there for the first goal of the series out of Somerset College, and that's got to feel good. Very awkward defense out of the Maryborough Marauders. Everyone swinging, everyone missing. And that's a 1-0 lead, a quick 1-0 lead for the Somerset side. It's going to be good. As we see player 6 get a nice touch forward. Ghost Knights from underneath trying to find that read. Plays it off that backward fall through. Shots from Trey Trends. Gets the dunk off the 50. Oh, that's a great response as eventually our replay does catch up. You can see right here. Oh, it wasn't even a dunk. It was just a straight 50 win with power behind it. Good goal out of Trey Trends. And ties our game back up. 1 apiece right now. Still 4.5 minutes to go in game number 2. Player 5 cannot quite get to that ball initially. Player 6 swings. Player 6 misses. Net is open. Trey Trends is there. 2-1 in favor of Maryborough. Got to make those defensive touches. Not much more you can say in situations like that. Unfortunate swing and a miss out of player 6. And Trey Trends is there to tap that one in. Would you recommend the use of ball cam at most times during the match? Yeah. Yeah, I would. There's like the only times when you really kind of want to switch to the car cam, I feel like, are when you're angling yourself to pick up boost, and sometimes initially after hitting the ball, or if you want to try and find where your teammates are. Like those are, but even then, it's always just quick little flicks. For the most part, I like to keep it on that ball cam. Speaking of which, big clear right there. 4 minutes still to go. Player 4 pass back down to the middle. Trey Trent will be able to make that read and follow it through. Loses out to player 6 on that defensive challenge. Follow-up touches there, but no one's going to press forward on this attack. Player 5 drives himself to no man land. Player 4. All right, slow play through the corner, but the fall through is there, and we are seeing faster defense actually coming out of the Somerset side. They have adapted. I think they're a little bit warmer now. They're feeling a bit more confident. I mean, their first series really did not go their way, but neither did that breakaway. P the Legend makes it a 3-1 lead. Player 5. Awkward miss. P the Legend is there. Will drive it all the way down to that opposite end. And now 3-1 off the counterattack. Maryborough Marauders do feel like they're in control of this game. Just when I was complimenting Somerset as well, and something you have to remember about the Somerset team is when they lose, sometimes they lose quite big. They can let small leads explode into large ones quite quickly, and I fear that looks to be what's happening here right now. As another goal is going to be scored by Maryborough, who are now averaging over a goal every 30 seconds. I like Ghost Knight's patience as well. It will hit reverse and then tap it in. All right. Well, 4-1 lead right now for the Maryborough Marauders, who are starting to really put a lot of points on. Ghost Knight. Awkward touch. Player 4 there to catch it. Looks to get that fall through from up above. Swings and misses. Fall through from underneath by player 6 also. Not quite accurate enough. And where are those defensive rotations? They're very, very slow. Oh! Well, there they are. They're coming through with the demo. Boost taken by player 5 as well. Which means I don't think the rest of the defenders actually have much to work with right here. Player 6 does what he can before getting bumped off the play by player 5. Awkward play, but does enough to turn it into an attack for Somerset. Trey Trends. Goes for a slower dribble. Whoa. Looks like a little bit of lag right there. That's okay. Ghost Knight trying to help his teammate out. Instead, it turns into a triple commit. Ball gets behind everyone. Where's the defensive clear? There it is. Player 4 drills this shot. That's it. Trey Trends able to rotate back. Halfway through our second game. Still a 4-1 lead in favor of the Maryborough Marauders, who have looked very comfortable thus far in this series. In fact, they might be getting another goal right here. Ghost Knight can't find the angle needed just yet. So you see a bit of back and forth. Ball slowly rolling towards that corner. Player 6 is there. Gets a touch towards the net. Double commit. Not quite what we needed to see. Ghost Knight from underneath. Awkward touch, but P the Legend will bail him out. Gets it over the top of the attackers. And now for the backboard setup, and that's going to be the goal from Trey Trends. Yeah, it was just a good setup right there, and player 6 couldn't make that read off the backboard, not that quickly. Instead, pushed it more towards the box instead of towards the corner. Trey Trends will capitalize on the situation, make it a 5-1 game. 4-goal cushion, under 2 minutes left, and a team that has been a bit more one-sided. Oh, that's an own goal. That was absolutely drilled by player 4, I believe. Yo, yeah, that was player 4. Absolutely drills that one in. Oh, that's got to be a little bit painful, but it happens. Game realistically has spiraled out of control at this stage. Still 100 seconds left to play, and that means more time for Trey Trents to keep running up his own scoreline. 4 goals already from Trey with that goal right there. 7-1 lead. The Brazil scoreline is in effect. We got it. The globe is fitting. Reference to the World Cup. 7-1 in favor of the Maryborough Marauders. Look, when I'm streaming on my own and I'm not in this beautiful XP studio, this is when I would actually typically switch to Google Translate and start trying to cast the rest of the game in Portuguese. Not going to be the case for very long, though, as P the Legend goes ahead and makes it 8-1. So there you go. The Brazil was short-lived, as it turns out, as P the Legend actually takes advantage of all 3 defenders touch that ball. Be the Legend, put it towards the net, and all 3 defenders touched it. And then it goes in the goal. I mean, this is that sort of Somerset collapse, unfortunately, that we see sometimes. And it's a little unfortunate because they played so well in game number 1. For this team standards, game number 1, they looked stronger than we typically see them, but sometimes when they fall behind, I really think it gets to their heads, and you get situations like this where Trey Trench is just scoring at will right now. They can do whatever they want. The Maryborough Marauders, complete control of this game, 9-1 scoreline, and I think we got to settle down a little bit because it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Speaking of which, Ghost Knight puts another one in. 10-1 right now on this scoreline as we just keep pounding them through. Watch this goal one more time. Into the net. All right. I mean, now we just got to laugh and have fun with it, right? Just got to enjoy what we're witnessing. Do we see 11? Do we see the 10-goal lead? I think Trey Trentz gets this. Puts it on target. Player 6 actually gets that save. Still 1 minute to go to make this an 11-point game. Be the Legend looking for it. Player 4 helping him out. Nearly own goals it again. However, this time it is pushed a little bit too far to the left. From underneath, Ghost Knight can't make the read. Still looking for something. Still looking for anything. Player 4 actually presses it forward. Player 6 with the follow through. Player 5 swings and misses. And now P the Legend goes the other way. So 30 seconds left, half a minute. P the Legend going for a ceiling shot, a little bit too slow on it, so the ball does hit the ground. Still 25 seconds left in this second game. We will be going to a game 3. Maryborough Marauders will be up 2-0, and after a performance like this, you can't help but feel like, yeah, they're taking this one 3-0. That's got to be the common thought moving forward, because a 10-1 lead, those are tough to bounce back from, and I guess technically it was a comeback as well. 11-1 is Trey Trentz. Actually, sorry, that was P the Legend puts that one in. Another hat trick as well, so that means a hat trick for both P the Legend. Oh no, it was Trey Trentz who gets that goal. My apologies. Yeah, Trey Trentz gets his 6th. 6 goals for Trey Trentz. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely a disgusting effort. Well done. Now he's starting off in reverse. A little bit of freestyle attempts. Not going to connect on it. Maryborough, they're up. They're up 11-1 in that game. 2-0 in the series. Looking for that sweep. Get the brooms out, because I feel like that's the direction we're headed right now. The defense from Somerset just completely collapsed after they fell behind at like that, essentially the 2.5-minute mark. It was about halfway through that game where it felt like Somerset just kind of imploded. Hopefully they'll be able to bounce back, though. Game number 3. We've already seen one reverse sweep today. Can't see another. I think this one's a little less likely as we get ready to kick off this third game. Yes, Ghost Knights, if you are listening, this is the third game you're about to do. Still got one more as we kick this bad boy off. Here we go. Bit of a back-and-forth series thus far, one would say, but they would be a liar because it has been one-sided. Maryborough Marauders, complete control, and they're picking up right where they left off in that last game. P the Legend will put that first goal in off of the kickoff. As you can see, the ball set up right there. P the Legend absolutely drills it. Defense can't make the correct read. And that's a 1-0 lead. Last goal wins. Yeah, I suppose we can play those rules, but the last goal was scored by, at this stage, Maryborough Marauders. Let's see if they can hold on to it. P the Legend. Nice touch. Plays it through from above. And now continues to dribble it. 2 defenders swing, 2 defenders miss. Player 5 back in that goalie position. Unfortunately can't make the play. But neither, yes, no, the offense can. Trey instead pushes it to the left. Okay, awkward touch right there. Ball up in the air from underneath. Someone's got to make that read. Swing and a miss out of P the Legend. The ball sort of slowly roll about. A big demo from player 5, and player 6 looks to go the opposite way. Just needed one more tap, and maybe we could have seen an equalizer. Instead, player 5 now has to play defense against Trey. Gets juked out, but the shot's not accurate. Follow through. Not accurate as well. 1 minute into our third and potential final game of the afternoon. Lead control being established again by Maryborough. But player 4 actually might be able to do something off the wall. Good boost control. Drops it underneath for 6, yet 6 won't be able to find that shot. 5 keeps the attacking pressure there, but it turns into a triple commit. Ball will make it to the middle of the field. Player 4 tries to slow it down, but instead helps lob it perfectly towards that goal. 6 able to make that save. Player 4 trying to rotate back on defense. Player 5 with the breakaway, but no boost to capitalize on it. Still 3:30 to go. Player 4 loses out on that challenge to Trey, who pushes it to the opposite corner. Touched by P the Legend. Ball goes across the box. Player 4 puts it up. Trey Trent's racing back. So say Player 4 swing. Player 4 miss. Ball being bounced around. Yet Trey Trent still puts one up. P the Legend catches it. Shots on target. Save made by Player 6. Swing and a miss from Trey Trent as well. Player 6 now from behind. Swings. Ooh, bumps a teammate. Not what you want to see. And a big demo to follow it through. P the Legend gets the bump out of Player 4. Keeps pushing it towards his own net in this situation. Finally gets that touch he needed. Player 4 from underneath. Light tap. Ooh, here comes Ghost Knight. A second touch as well, but we'll be able to find that third. 2:43 remaining. Slowly drops to 2:40. CP the Legend ride it through. Ball in the air rolling towards that net. Oh, Trey gets bumped about. Shot comes from Ghost Knight, and it will go in. Where did that camera go? What was that at the end of the play? The camera kind of like clipped through underneath the ground. Either way, Good Knight, or Ghost Knight I should say, playing like the Good Knight, gives Maryborough side a 2-0 lead. Should be expecting them to hold on to this one. Kickoff touch first by Trey Trent. Yeah, Player 6 is the one who will make that read. Once again, if we go to our Player 5 cam, he swings and misses on defense, and the goal will be scored, courtesy of Trey Trent, as we watch this one again right here. You can just sort of see Trey driving that through the middle. Defensive attempt made by the goalkeeper, but couldn't quite make that save. So a 3-0 lead, still half a game to go. Kind of feel like what we're looking at right now going to be our final series score in this one, should things continue on our current trajectory. Ball bounces to the middle of the pitch, caught by Ghost Knight. Trey Trent gets there as well. Challenge won by Player 6. Ball still rolling towards that blue side of the field. Player 6 swings. Player 6 misses. Player 6 swings. Player 6 misses. Ghost Knight pass back. Player 6, another opportunity, but does not take it because there is no boost. Trey Trent gets it off that backboard. Player 4 swings, but it gets intercepted by Player 6. And now Player 4 has to try and slow this counterattack down. Player 5 actually gets a good bang. Ball bouncing towards the net. Trey Trent, awkward touch, and it's Player 5, the goalkeeper, who gets the goal for Somerset College. Oh, wow. That's a feel-good moment for Player 5, I feel like. He's dropping a little thanks to Trey Trent. I mean, it was a bit of an own goal, but Player 5 gets credited for it, and it's a feel-good moment. And it is a feel-good moment for the Somerset side, who actually, to their credit, didn't get shut out in any of these games, and they could still come back in this third one. 2 goals, a minute 40, 100 seconds. That's doable. Well, you got to see a bit more of that attacking pressure. Player 6, touch, back across the middle of the field. Be the Legends there. Going to chase that ball up on the wall, playing it through that corner. Player 4 tries to make the read. Double commit. Everyone misses. Literally everyone misses. 4 cars went for that ball before the 5th one did hit it. Very awkward situation. Now Player 4 has a counterattack. Be the Legend is there on that shadow defense. Will make the read. A minute 15 still to play. Time running out for the Somerset side. Here we go. Ball in the air, played through that corner. Ghost Knight with a chance, gets blocked by Player 5. Ball still rolling around towards that net, and no one is able to touch it through. 1 minute left in this one. 2 goals still required by the Gold Coast School of Somerset. But it doesn't look like they're going to find it anytime soon. Their mid-pitch play just not up to stuff today, as the Maryborough Marauders have been able to control the tempo of not just this game, but this series, it feels like. And Ghost Knight looking to add one more, a little bit too slow on the jump. Means that's not a proper shot. I like Trey Trent giving his teammate a little friendly nudge. Still half a minute to play, and now P the Legends tries to find a shot on target. Doesn't get it. Ghost Knight cuts him off, but then misses the ball completely. So too does P the Legend. Sloppy play in the corner. Eventually does win out. Trey Trent's trying to do what they can. Ball continuing to slowly roll towards that goal. 15 seconds left. 2 goals required. I am now feeling confident to call this game, especially with that goal right there. That will be the dagger to the heart of Somerset College. 4-1 in favor of the Maryborough Marauders. They'll take the series victory. They'll do it in a clean sweep as well. Clean sweep, I should say, not a clean sleep. Although it's important to get good sleep out there. Remember, sleep's important, kids. 8 seconds still to go in this game. Clock will tick down, and that will do it. Maryborough Marauders get the 3-0 victory. A win they were probably expecting, but it still is going to feel good for them, specifically that game number 2 dominance out of Trey Trends. I believe he got 6 goals at the end of that one. Phenomenal stuff for this blue side. And for Somerset, well, they didn't get shut out. They were competitive in the first and in the third game, but it was not going to be enough today. And I just go back to, being a little bit more confident in your positioning, knowing when to attack the ball, just getting more play experience underneath your belt. And I think we could see some improvement from Somerset in that regards. For Maryborough, though, hold their heads up high. They get another big win as we get, ever closer, I believe, towards the end. Next week will be our last week of regular season play here at XP, and then the playoffs. They're just around the corner. Now, is it possible to take another quick look at those standings? I know they're probably not updated for today, but I just want to paint this playoff picture, if at all possible, right here. You can see this is what we look like coming into this one right now. Knowing that you are only playing 14 games and looking where a lot of these teams are at, honestly, with Chisholm Green, unfortunately, dropping that first game against Forest Lake, and I'm pretty sure they would have lost to the Lakers Legends as well, they will be dropping to 4-8. That means if you even finish 7-7, you qualify, and STMC is the team that is pushing for that. Now, their second game, STMC, was against Chisholm Maroon. I don't know the results of that, but I feel like that also could have been another tough loss for them. So the Chisholm Green STMC race, that's going to be the race to follow through when we move to next week, at least when in terms of qualifying. The top of the ladder, though, Martin Makos, Chisholm Maroon, Lakers Legends, these 3 teams all still fighting for that number 1 spot. And that's going to be decided next week as well. So it's going to be a very big week next week, and I look forward to seeing you all there. On that note, my name is Maximilian Thor von Neumann. I am here at XP Esports, and this is a look at our standings for today. STMC got that loss to Lakers Legends, got reverse swept, heartbreaking for them, but on the other end, the Maryborough Marauders, they got their job done. 3-0 victory over Somerset College. 2 very different series, different skill levels, different levels of excitement across the board. It was a lot of fun, and as I can see right there, score update, Chisholm Maroon currently leading 2-0 over STMC, and that's to be expected. This last week's going to be exciting. I feel like there's a chance we might even see some crazy tiebreaker situation. I don't know. It's going to be fun. So, same time next week, 4:30 AEST. I will be here. I hope to see you here as well. Have a great week, everybody.
One moment to escape. We'll take you home. When you're walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. Chase your happy place. It will change your groove. When you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon.
When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance again, that I've never been, that I've never been, that I've never, ever, never, ever, never been.
Walking on the moon.
One moment to escape. We'll take you home. When you're walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon.
Chase your happy place. It will change your groove. When you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon.
When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance that I've never been, that I've never been, that I've never, ever, never, never been.
Never